Listen to the forest and the tale that is sung. Your adventures have just begun. A place where heroes are truly blessed. Welcome to Evermeadow. What is your quest? Perhaps in time they will forgive me, those knights of the kingdom. The divine fury I felt as I cornered Dame Kor and Sir Sunny was not purely my own. Bahamut, great god of justice that you are, I'm afraid you may have rushed to conclusions. But who could truly blame you, O Lord, when nearly half of your soul had been tortured in hell for so long? This entity they have sworn themselves to must be powerful in his own right to release me from my torment. Yet claiming he is a god is a strange notion. How can this be so, when the McHale family had been close allies of the kingdom all these years? And mortal! There is more to this. If they truly mean well for Evermeadow, as they so claim, then I must find a way to properly atone for my aggression. After all, love is a powerful thing, and they gave all they are to allow me to return to mine, with my kingdom and my beautiful fiancée. They get the next slices of wedding cake after the bride and groom.
Well, today sure has been exciting. First, the rest of the party enjoyed a delicious breakfast downstairs, and then we headed off for the day to see the sights and do a bit of shopping. Kor and I knew everyone would love the capital. A trip to Savory and Sweet was quite delightful, with candy and cinnamon rolls galore. And a journey to Ales of Intrigue was most fortuitous, as Tobias McAllister, the illustrious man himself, presented a special lover's brew. And then, renowned throughout the world over, the Leafy Greens Tailoring Emporium was our destination. Mr. Leaf was more than accommodating to our wedding attire needs, which doubled as clubwear for later in the night. That's right, we would end our night off at the Neon Pool Rave, raging this rainy night. But first, Falrog went back to get his coat, only to notice that Avrisa and Centaurus Koopy Beansprout seemed to be in a strange trance. And then, a realization was had. The rain had been pouring down heavily in the kingdom, which means the Order of the Sea was in danger. The undead warrior offered several valuables to the god of famine, who's always willing to aid, and away we went in a wave of green fire. What we saw was truly a devastating scene. As the castle was toppled, the Knights of the Order were buried under the sands. Evil crabs assaulted Nar, who was in mortal combat with an eldritch creature filled with hatred and determination. I restored the wounds of the party and brought some of the buried back to life, while Centaura valiantly slayed crabs with her rapier, as little Beansprout succumbed to corruption and tried to consume her. Avrice played his emerald flute, sending waves of mind-melting energy into these feeble crabs, and keeping the party sturdy and strong. Balrog took his mighty warhammer and charged forth to lend aid to Nar, showing Saucecrab the strength of this magical knight. Kor raised her bow to let flaming arrows loose at her enemies, but after a bit of time, the withering powers within overwhelmed her and shrank the fearsome crab monstrosity. Shortly after, Saucecrab was defeated, seemingly forever, as both myself and Kor could no longer see its soul. We were transported back by our master, changing plans of going out and instead staying in for a night of rest and relaxation. Falrog certainly surprised McGrath by ordering 12 bottles from Ales of Intrigue, which after some time seemed to have held some ill effects. But perhaps he can find restoration in the Platinum Cathedral, for the clergy are skilled in aiding the sick and downtrodden. Lord Mortimer, god of famine, Kor and I would like to ask of you something important. Not just to us, but to the safety of Avalon.
I like where this is going.